Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is for Pause in a Book. I make book and lifestyle related content, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Today I'm going to be letting Scattergories choose my TBR. Okay, so Scattergories is back. I took the month off for the Magical Readathon, and I want to do it again. I'm actually really looking forward to this. I'm really excited about it, so here we are. I will be participating in Becca's Bookopoly-thon. I'm not sure how I want to do it, though. I don't know if I want to make a separate TBR and try to put my Scattergories books onto that, or if I want to do it basically during my vlogs and just roll as I go. I don't know. Let me know how you want me to do it. We'll figure it out. You'll either see a video or you won't, and you'll see a vlog. We'll see, okay? The first thing that we need to do is figure out how many picks we're going to have. I apologize. My dice tray is very dirty. I don't really know how to wash them. So here we go. I have my D12 dice, and then we will decide how many books that we are doing. I'm not doing any punishments since we didn't play Scattergories in August. So we're just going to start fresh. Okay. Here we go. Alright, and we have an 8. That's a pretty big number, but it's definitely doable. I mean, I've read way more than that this month, so hopefully the gods work in our favor. I'm a little rusty at this. Okay, I did reset these. I put some new ones in here. However, I would like you guys to put some prompts down below that you would like me to add to this. They can either be just regular ones, or we'll do some special spooky prompts for October. So if you want a specific prompt in here that we'll do a spooky prompt, let me know. And then we'll add new ones to this. I'll do a full reset next month. These ones are still some of the older prompts. I think I even still have some Realmathon prompts in here that still kind of work. So here we go. Here's our first prompt. And it is going to be a thriller or a horror book. So that's exciting. I am very excited about the spooky season coming, so thriller is a perfect opportunity for that. So let's pick a letter. Okay, and we have an S. So let's pick a book. For this prompt, I'm going to be reading Stay Awake by Megan Golden. This is a new release that I'm really excited about, and it is about a woman who wakes up in the backseat of a taxi not knowing where she is. There's writing on her hands that says stay awake. So I'm not sure if it's that she doesn't know what's happening every time she falls asleep. I'm not sure. I'm trying to go into it very blind, but I have heard some really good reviews about this so far. So here we are, first book. All right, and then the second prompt. I do have some projects this month, so I'm hoping that they will fit on here. We don't have an Avengers group book for September, so we have it off of that. And then I don't know if I'm filming this super early, so I don't know if the Late Night Crew has picked their monthly pick yet. So we don't have a lot of group books or anything like that. So. And this is a book with a map. It's one of the Realmathon prompts, but it still works. So a book with a map, that would probably mean fantasy, probably. I have been itching to get to some of my big chunky fantasy books. I have, I've been trying to read a lot of books this month in August, as you know, so they've all been pretty short books. So all I've wanted to do is pick up those big chunky fantasies. And we have an O. Okay, for this prompt, I'm going to be reading Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler. This is what has been compared as gay fantasy Star Wars. And, I'm sold on that. Cassie has talked about this book a lot. Mel has talked about this book a lot. Rachel has talked about this book a lot. I am excited. I also got the second one for my birthday, and the third one I think comes out later this year or early next year, so I could potentially binge this series, but this is for a video project, so excited about that. So far, Scattergory gods are working out pretty well. Alright, the next prompt is a paperback book. Alright, that's pretty easy. What letter do we get? Okay, we have an N, let's find a book. Okay, this one actually ended up being a lot harder than I thought it was going to, but I do have Not the Witch You Wed by April Asher. I didn't have any books that weren't like the book in the series that I was in, because I have like The Name of All Things, but I'm not on that book yet. So other than that, no paperbacks with an N. So here we are, Not the Witch You Wed. This is a paranormal romance between a witch that doesn't have magic and a werewolf shapeshifter. So that's interesting. This will be a great book to like ease into my spooky season and all of my witchy stuff that we'll be doing in October. Okay, book number 4. Let's pick a prompt. And we have a fantasy. Man, Scattergories is just working for me, right? Like I said, I've just been very excited to read fantasy books lately. So, okay, sorry about that. The camera moved. I didn't realize it. Here we go. Let's pick a letter for this fantasy book that we're going to find. Well, I'm excited about all these fantasy books. I do know that that's going to like up my page count so much. So that's fun. All right, we have an M. Let's see what I can find. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. This is insane. Okay. I'm going to read Malice by Gwen. This is one of Cassidy's favorite books of the year so far, and I am gonna read it. I think it's a political fantasy. I think it might be a military fantasy. That makes sense, but I am not sure about this. I don't know. The world is broken. That's what it says. That's what it says. I know nothing about this book. We're gonna go in blind. We're just gonna figure it out. You and I, we'll figure it out together. That's a lot of pages. Okay. Maybe the rest of these will be short books. I don't know. I'm scared. We're definitely not reading 33 books in September. That's for sure. All right. We have a recently hauled book. I just had a birthday, so that's exciting. And that means I have a lot of books. So, all right. Here we go. And we have an E. That one's a little difficult, so let's see what we can find. Not specifically a very recent haul, but E is a hard letter, and I didn't have anything on my card. But it is relatively new, I think, like within the last 2 months. So we have 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. This is on my A to Z TBR, so it is one that I want to get to as quickly as possible. And again, another fun thriller for, the start of spooky season. This is about an author who writes this book called 8 Perfect Murders, which talks about fiction's most unsolvable murders. And then I think those murders start happening, something like that. So they're trying to figure out if he did it, if he was the one that just basically wrote the blueprint for it. I've heard really good things about this one. So, all right, here we go. Book number 6. At least that one was short. Okay. A genre you don't read very often. Okay. Sci-fi, maybe? Maybe. There is reasons for that. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Basically just not romance or fantasy. Okay? We'll see what we've got. Alright, and we have an H. So let's find a book. Okay, I'm going to go very far to the genre that I don't read very often. We're going to go historical fiction with Take My Hand by Dolene Perkins Valdez. This takes place in 1973, post-segregation Montgomery, Alabama. There is a black nurse that is seeking justice for the people that are basically trying to get help at a family planning clinic. And obviously there's still a lot of like racism and microaggressions and things like that. So I've heard really good things about this book. It was a book of the month selection, obviously. The cover's gorgeous. I'm excited about it. Okay, we have 2 more prompts. We have a YA book. I don't have a lot of those anymore. But there are some. So here we go. All right, we have a T. So let's find a book. I'm going to be reading The Passing Playbook by Isaac Fitzsimmons. I bought this last year and then never read it. This is about a trans boy who moves to a new school and is trying to basically just be out as queer, but passing as male, not having to use the trans label. And it's a romance, I think. Also soccer. So don't know much about that. Other than that, I've heard some good things about this. It should be a really quick read, which is definitely what I'll need with all of these other massive fantasy books. Okay, let's pick our last prompt and go from there. Okay, a dark book. That means that it can either like be a dark context, like thriller, horror, maybe dark romance, or it can just be like a dark cover. Okay, let's pick a letter. All right, and we have a T as our final one, so let's pick a book. Okay, I keep hitting the tripod when I sit back down, but I'm going to be reading There Is No Devil by Sophie Lark. This is the second book in the There Are No Saints duology. I have very low expectations for this one because I know that a lot of people really liked the first one and didn't like the second one, but this is both a dark romance and a black cover, so it covers both of the prompts. This is a serial killer romance. Yeah. And the first one was quite good in a weird way. And this is just the continuation of that. I've heard very mixed things. A lot of people don't like this book. So I have very low expectations going into this. Okay, so that's my TBR for September. That's a lot of books. That's a lot of pages. Future editing Brie, please let me know how many pages that is and how many pages I need to read per day to make this work because, yeah. Anyways, hopefully Bookopolython will work with these prompts and I won't have to do completely new books. That would be not great. But yeah, let me know which ones you are excited for me to read, and I'll talk to you down in the comments below. Also, if you have any prompts that you want me to add to this Scattergories jar, let me know down below. I will credit you guys if those get picked. So, that's all I have for you today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!